Hello, everyone, and welcome to Freedom Queen Live. How is everybody doing on this absolutely gorgeous Monday morning? I am beyond excited to be here with you today. I am hello, everyone, and welcome to Freedom. I'm here with my mastermind clients this morning. I'm slacking them. I'm talking with them about all the things that are happening inside of their business. Let's see if we can get our chat going up here. We're having some technical difficulties this morning on Freedom Queen Live. There we go. Okay, we are up and running. So I posted inside of the Freedom Queen platform last night. And I talked a lot about you stepping into your magic. I talked a lot about you going into the rest of 2023 with this energy of anything is possible, with the vibes of you're going to blow the rest of this year out of the water. Like things are going to happen for you that you just didn't even expect to happen. And so last year, August of last year, I had doubled my income. Hi, Diamond. If you're watching with me now, say hello, say hello, say hello. Last year in August, I had doubled my income. We were having a great year. Like the first half of the year, January to July was awesome. We were doing great cash months. Like I was very happy. And in August of last year, I was like, it's time to step into your next level. Do you feel like that's what you're doing? Do you feel like it's time for you to step into your next level? Just put a yes in the comments here. Hi, Marie Lynn. Marie Lynn and I had an amazing private session. It was incredible. Just put a yes in the chat if you feel that. And so August of last year, I had this amazing month. I moved into this gorgeous villa in Thailand. I doubled my income. It was awesome. It was definitely a month where I held up the mirror and I looked at myself and asked myself, am I actually being someone that people would want to be around? Am I actually being something? Hey, Audrienne. Audrienne just joined the membership as well. And so at the end of August, I flew to Portugal from Thailand. I got on a plane, Emirates, with my boyfriend, and his parents were visiting us. We took him to Portugal and I went to Porto. And about an hour north of Porto is where I hosted an event in a castle. For those of you that have seen this gorgeous castle event that we did, if you guys were there, I know Morgan usually comes to Freedom Queen Live on Mondays, and she was there, this castle in Portugal. And I went through this like dark night of the soul. You know what I'm talking about? I went through this experience in that castle where I was basically reborn again. Like it was really hard for me, actually. I went through this experience of like, oh my God, it's time to rise. And after that event in the castle, I went and spent some time in the Algarve, and I just did a lot of reflections. This is September of last year. And I was like, who do I want to be? Who do I want to be? And every day I would wake up and I would become her. Whether it was how I made my coffee in the morning, whether it was what I wore, how I did my makeup, the prayer I did in the morning, the things I wrote down of like what I wanted to do that day. Anything is possible energy. And I remembered that you are creating your reality. After that, I went to an event in Florida. I went to this event in Florida. I've told the story on Freedom Queen Live before, but I was so terrified. I was terrified to be there. It was my second time going to this event in Florida. It was a big conference, Funnel Hacking Live. And it was my second year there. And for those of you that know this story, and if you're watching with me live, say hello in the comments. I want to know who's here. For those of you that know this story, When I went to my first Funnel Hacking Live, I said to myself, I'm going to get the 2 Comma Club. I'm going to get the 2 Comma Club award. I'm going to do it. And it was my second year going to Funnel Hacking Live, and I didn't get it. I didn't get the award. And I'll be honest with you, my second year at Funnel Hacking Live, Robbie and I went, we ended up like missing the first half of it somehow. We got the dates wrong. We kind of like sat in the back. And I remember saying to Robbie while we were in the audience, hold on. I want to make sure everybody's here. If you're with me now, say hello in the comments. Say hello in the comments so I know that you're here before I go on with the story. That's important. So I remember I had my blazer on. I'm in the audience. It's like these big speakers, amazing people. And I remember leaning over to Robbie and saying to him, like, I don't really care if I don't get the 2 Comma Club. Hey, Remy. I remember leaning over and just saying, I don't really care if I don't get the 2 Comma Club. And this was like day 2 of the event. And I reflect back on that moment. It was day 2 of the event. And I knew that I was building something big, but I wasn't really like 100% committed. I wasn't 100% like, Bridget James Lang, you can do this. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, you're committed, but you're not committed. I had just gone through this crazy dark night of the soul, huge reflection, this castle retreat, all of these things. I'm like, what is going on? And I lean over to Robbie and I said, don't really care if I don't get it. That's not me. So we decide, okay, you know what, we're going to be more invested in this event. We become super present. We're going to all of the trainings. We're taking tons of notes. I'm like brainstorming so many different ideas. We get to the end of the event and Russell Brunson pitches this program that was $25,000, all about building recurring income. And my boyfriend buys it. He buys the program and we get into all of these amazing things. Like we get to go to Mexico with Russell Brunson. We're going to Disney World with Russell Brunson. We're doing all of these things. And I remember Robbie signing up for that mastermind. It was $25,000. And I remember also feeling the change that it made in my own life. After that event, Robbie and I went absolutely, as I like to say, buck wild. We went buck wild. We got our butts on flights to Costa Rica, and we just started tapping into buck wildness, into magic, into anything is possible energy. And all of a sudden, everything started working. Like it was already working great. Like we were doing $30,000 months, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. But I mean, started working on a level that I was like, you know, when I talk about crazy Freedom Queen rocket ship and it's like, woo, that's what was happening. That level. And I honestly forgot about the 2 Comma Club. I forgot about it. I just started taking action. I just started showing up. I got back to Costa Rica after all of those travels that I did. And I said, I have to host an event in New York City. That was not on my radar. Hosting the Penthouse Billionaires Row event in New York City was not on my radar. I was not planning on doing that. You see, there are going to be times and things that happen for the rest of this year where you're like, I didn't even know that idea was going to come up, or that person was going to buy, or that program was going to skyrocket and blow up. Like there are so many things that I just want you to leave space for miracles and trusting your intuition and leading with that. And after that, I just said, F it. Like I am not available for a basic life. I am not available for average. And by all means, we weren't even being average in the first place, but that I knew in my soul that there was another level of business and another level of creation, another level of sales, of connections, of community, of growth. Put a yes in the chat if you're like, you're good, you're solid with where you are, but you're also like, gosh dang it, I know there's another level here. And that's what happened for me. And I basically was like, you know what? I'm not available for this. Robbie invested the $25,000 in a program. I had just invested $20,000 in a mastermind. I was like, I am in, like, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. Goes to Costa Rica, magic. And I just started asking for more. I talked about this in my mastermind about a week ago, but I told them, I was shared with them, I'm working towards $500,000 in monthly recurring revenue. So not just cash per month, but monthly recurring revenue. That's our new target. That's what we're moving towards. Because the thing is that, like, listen to, like, here's the thing, listen to this. You might not have that big, crazy thing that you want because you're not asking for it. Boom. You might not have that crazy big thing in your life because you're stuck in the, like, well, 200K years are great. Well, 100K year is great. Well, 300K year is great. You might not have the crazy bigness because you're not asking for the crazy bigness. Put a yes in the chat if you're like, gosh, dang it, I needed this today. Kyra says, hi. Also, Kyra, I hope you had an amazing birthday. How did you tap into the energy? I feel like I'm starting to, but I still get so overwhelmed with doubt and fear in moments. Me too. Me too. Me too. But thank God. Thank God. Your greatest story, it would not be fun if it was just like, and then Kyra, and then Val, hi Val, good morning. And then Val she did all of these things. It's like, what, like, that wouldn't be fun unless we didn't have these moments. If I didn't go through that dark night of my soul when I was in that castle retreat, like, what am I doing? If I didn't have that moment where I whispered over to Robbie saying, I don't really care if I don't get the 2 Comma Club award, if I didn't have the moments of questioning everything, my existence, these moments like this, where everything is just exploding, would it be as incredible? And so they come together. If you're afraid right now, if you're worried right now, thank God. I always say this, but you are in the driver's seat. The doubt can be in the back seat. You're going. You decide either way. And so last night, I want to flash forward to last night. My mom texted me and she's like, hey, your 2 Comma Club award came. Your 2 Comma Club award came. So I set up a tripod because I'm like, we got to document this. And I'm on the call with my parents. And my dad's like 75. He's like an older guy. My parents are 17 years apart. My mom's in her 50s. My dad's 75. He had just gotten out of the shower. Have you ever seen your father with like slicked back hair, looking like an old man? And it really hit me at my core. And they're opening the box. And Robbie's standing here next to me. They're opening the box. My parents are so silly. They're just happy, fun people. They're opening the box and they open it up and it's this big award that says Bridget James Ling Freedom Queen. And I couldn't help but remember when I leaned over to Robbie and said, I don't care if I get this. So what changed? What changed from the moment when I said that to last night at my parents' house is an award that says 2 Comma Club, Bridget James Ling, Freedom Queen. Robbie and I went out to dinner last night and we were just celebrating. We've already known that I got the award, but seeing the award at my parents' house, I was like, this is real. You ever get in denial? You're like, it's not really real. I do this all the time with Freedom Queen. I'm like, that's not real. Nothing happened. Like, we're just still hanging out on Facebook Lives, but it's there. And we're like, the thing that has changed from last year going to that event to now are these couple of things, and I'm going to share them. Number one is knowing that even when you are experiencing doubt, when you're experiencing fear, questioning, even when that's happening, you can still be successful. And actually, that is a sign that you are moving in the right direction. I want to speak to the person right now that if you are experiencing questioning, if you are thinking, is this the right move? Should I do that? Should I do that? Should I do that? Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. The only reason I see many entrepreneurs not hit certain numbers, whether it's 6 figures, 7 figures, whatever, is because they are moving down their pathway and then they go off. They're moving down their pathway and then they go off, versus continuing to move and take action every day in the same direction, despite how afraid they are. The second thing was genuinely tapping into magic, God, source, energy. I don't care what anybody is teaching on this internet, in the world. There is a supernatural energy about making money, about attracting clients, about making amazing social media content, about selling, about building a movement. There is a supernatural energy, and I would encourage you to step into that more. And for me, that was asking for more. I was good. $30,000, $60,000 cash month. I had already hosted retreats, but I knew in my soul that there was another level, and I had to step into my imagination. What if you were available for $100,000 cash months? What if you bypassed 10K, 20, you just zoomed past it and you said, I'm going from 20,000 to 100,000, 100,000 to 500,000. What if that was available? Now we're talking. Now you're playing in a realm that doesn't exist for other people. So it was this piece of, number one, continuing to move with the fear. 2, the supernatural, the magic, all of those things. And 3, genuinely doing what you want to be doing. What Jen wants to do, Remy, Adrienne, Val, what you want to be doing. Val says, holding the energy for a 40, 50K cash month for August, I'm available for it. Yes, it is only the 21st of the month. It is only the 21st of the month. Anything is possible. You get on this frequency, you get in this embodiment, this energy of, this is what I do. This is who I am. What do you mean? Like, if you normalize $100,000, 20,000, 500, I'm normalizing $500,000 months, 40,000, 50, we're at 5,000. You start normalizing that, like you normalize brushing your teeth, it will happen. If we can normalize that humans go up in a metal tube in the sky and fly around the world, you can normalize whatever amount of money that you want to normalize. That's not normal. Falling asleep for 8 hours per night, going unconscious is not normal, but we've normalized it. These things are supernatural. These things are not weird. I mean, these things are very weird. Start normalizing whatever it is that you desire. That's who you are. I'll have my 100K cash month by the end of 2023. Yes, amen. Done. As a freelance photographer and launch my TikTok community, yes. And so I tapped into the supernatural. I started asking for more. I moved no matter what. And I just became 100% Bridget James Ling. You want to blast past everybody else on the internet? You don't even want to entertain competition and other people. You do you at 10x, at 100x, at 1,000x. I just became Bridget James Ling. If you're with me right now on this live, just put your name in the comment section. Just put your name in the chat. You feel the fear and you keep going. You start asking for more and tapping into the supernatural, genuinely. There are some times when people say to me, like, how did you do that? How do you do this? Well, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I just ask. People don't like me for that, but it's true. I believe that it's actually possible for me. Do you believe that it's actually possible for you? Marie, Valerie, Kyra, Diamond. Do you believe that it's actually possible for you? Everyone's speaking French in the comments. I'm going to be in Paris on Friday. So I'm using this week as a way to step in to another level of magic. And I want to invite you to step into another level of magic this week. On Friday, I'm flying to Miami to meet my mother in Miami, and we're flying business class to Paris together for a week in Paris and Italy. And mark my words, that I will be going through a massive identity shift in the next week. What I'm going through from now until I go into the vortex on Friday is I am moving into $500,000 cash months in monthly recurring revenue. That is what I'm shifting into. What are you shifting into this week? The next time you see me on Freedom Queen Live, I will be in Paris. We're still going to do Freedom Queen Live next week. I will be in Paris with my mother, and I will have already stepped into the $500,000 monthly recurring revenue woman. I want to see you on Freedom Queen Live next week at the same time, same place, and just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. What are you going to step into from now until next Monday? What are you stepping into? I'm telling you, buckle up. Freedom Queen crowns on. Let's go. Let's ride from now until when I see you next Monday. I want to see you a completely shifted person. Like you stepped into her 100%. I'm going to be doing it. And this week, you might experience some challenges. You might experience some things that come up. It will be happening. Romaine Nori just joined our mastermind. I'm so excited to welcome her into the mastermind. 50K month women who I want to be next. Amazing. Needed this bridge, shifting from 20 and 30K to 50 and 60K. Literally Val, by next week, yes. Yes, bridge. I'll be in Vegas next week. We'll try and be there by the pool. Everybody tune in next week. I know we're going through a vortex. I'm going to be stepping into her 500K months. And there are going to be times, there are going to be things that come up that you're like, woo, we're stepping. But I want you to remember this moment right here, right now. You decided to step into that version of you. And I'll be there with you. I'll be out in the universe, in the world, navigating it in the new portal with you all. But this is who you're stepping into in the next week. Just like I went through that crazy shift last year, we're here again. And it's bigger. So I want you to this week tap into the magic. What are you shifting into this week inside of your business, inside of your life, and your creation, your adventurous life that you're creating? Step into it this week. And I will see you next Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern on Freedom Queen Live from Paris. And if you're in our membership, this Wednesday, if you're in our membership, this Wednesday, we have our welcome to the platform, our Freedom Queen home call. It's happening at 10 a.m. Eastern on Zoom. So to get access to that, number one, you have to be in the membership. Right now, if you're not in our membership, there's a 7-day trial. It's free. If you are in the membership, I will see you on the call this Wednesday. We're going to be talking about the platform. We're going to be talking about your goals, your visions, and how you can utilize the membership to grow your 7-figure movement. I was thinking the other night about, okay, what do I really want Freedom Queen to be? And it's this space where you are filled with fire, where you're filled with like, it's like you walk through spaces and everything just gets out of your way. You're pioneering. It's like, I really imagine you walking through a forest for some reason and everything just starts shifting and moving out of your way. You walk into rooms and you're the source. You have like the biggest energy ever. I imagine everyone that's in Freedom, on the Freedom Queen platform, in the membership, in our headquarters, in our mastermind, in different programs, where you're a force of nature. I was saying, what is the next level of Freedom Queen? Yes, we have conferences, yes, books and things like that. But on an energetic level, it's this. I see you walking with thousands of other Freedom Queens, and you're just paving the way for whatever it is that you're building, for whatever it is that you're doing. You have this like source fire energy about you. You literally ask for the crazy things and it just happens. So, Freedom Queen. I will see you on Wednesday if you are in our Make Money membership. If not, go get in it. You can just go to my Instagram profile and sign up. If you are in it, I'll see you on Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern. And then this week, stepping into your magic. We're about to go through a crazy portal, and I see you next Monday in Paris on our Freedom Queen Live. I will be fully embodying my 500K monthly recurring revenue self. Freedom Queen, I am so excited. I believe in you. You don't even need me to tell you that. But in case you do today, I believe in you. And I will see you next Monday, same time, same place. Okay. Mwah! Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye. Bye.